It was an emotional speech in the Rose Garden at the White House in which Joe Biden laid out in front of gun shooting survivors what's at stake. America is dealing with an epidemic of violence.
The idea that we have so many people dying every single day from gun violence in America is a blemish on our character as a nation.
The new measures are limited in scope, but it is a statement of intent from the presidency. Sales of so-called ghost guns will be restricted. These are self-assembled weapons ordered online. Another rule targets the sale of stabilized braces for pistols. The suspect in the recent shooting in Colorado allegedly used one on a rampage which left 10 dead. Joe Biden made a campaign promise that he'd tackle gun violence early in his term. But with his path blocked in Congress by Republicans and conservative Democrats, he's having to rely on executive actions, the fiat of presidential power. But without support elsewhere, that's only going to take him so far on an issue that he has described as a national embarrassment. Victims of gun violence say there is still a long way to go, but this is a welcome start.
My best friends went with me to Pulse on June 12, 2016, my brothers, my chosen family, and they didn't come home. They will forever be missing faces at my birthday parties. Every time something incredible happens in my life and I pick up my phone to call my best friend, I know he's not going to answer. And so to have the President of the United States standing at that podium talking about the same common sense gun safety reforms that we've been fighting for so hard, it's a wave of relief.
But the National Rifle Association called Joe Biden's speech a circus and an attempt to dismantle the Second Amendment. In a country where guns are enmeshed into the way of life and what it means to be American, there is huge resistance.
It's an infringement on your personal right to keep and bear firearms, keep and bear tools. People look at, they demonize firearms, and to what purpose? A firearm is no different than a hammer or a spatula.
The powerful gun lobby argues that there are already enough laws in place. But with more than 100 Americans dying every day, this new administration knows it must do something in a country which for the large part remains in denial. Alex Rossi, Sky News, Washington.